They are very charismatic and they both build each other up.
Their weirdness just matches so perfectly together, and like they just vibe so well, and it's so endearing to see.
They're just so close and so perfect for each other.
They have something nice going.
The thing I admire most about Kevin and Kristen is how it's so easy to tell that they're best friends, and that's something I would look for in a partner. It's you can tell that those are the best kind of connections with someone that you could have, and it's really special to see Kevin have that with Kristen.
My favorite memory of Kev.
My favorite memory with Willard is...
My favorite memory of Kev, if I had to pick one.
So the question's like, favorite memory with Kevin or something?
Yeah.
I remember him getting sick from food poisoning and throwing up.
Sick time. He's a sexy beast.
You lift me up.
I'm one, like, the other guys will be like heartfelt, and I'll just like come in with some bangers, just in and out though. Yeah.
When we were driving down Millbury Avenue, and we both started cracking up about, I don't even remember what we were cracking up about, but we were laughing so hard that I had to stop the car multiple times down the road before I got to your house on the way to Killingsworth. And basically any time that I gotta hear you guys jam in the basement, that's a core memory too.
There's so many. Yeah, I think like the Circus Survive Coheed concert. It's the first time for me to crowd surf, and just remember being there with you. You lifted me up, putting me up with Mike. It was just sick time.
Okay, one of my favorite memories with you guys, honestly, is when I picked you up from school on that scooter. And I was laughing the whole ride there, and then it died halfway back.
Having sleepovers together, either at my house or Brian's house or your guys' house, and just all the pranks we would play. Like, I loved how every time you guys, Kevin always wanted to watch a movie before bed, but then he would fall asleep 2 seconds into it, and then I'm up all night watching the movie by myself. And that one time where Kevin fell asleep and you guys made me put whipped cream in his sock and put it on his foot. He chased me around the house and then got me pretty good.
I remember him letting me pet like his iguana or whatever, that thing, Bruce.
It was at the Newport, and we were driving in my old car, Carmela. Kev was in the passenger side. It was just the two of us. And we got there kind of early, so we were driving past and trying to find parking. Parking was always a nightmare there. So we actually drove behind the venue, and as we were driving by, we were like, wait, is that Anthony Green? So I like pumped the brakes, we threw it in reverse, and said like hey to him, and he came up to the car and talked to us for like 10 minutes, and it was so cool. And he was obsessed that me and Kev were brothers, and he loved that. He said it's so cool that like we do things together and have similar interests, because he said he lost touch with his brother and he always regretted that. So that was a pretty cool, sick memory that I have with Kev.
2K tournaments. Yes. Fuck. Gotta go home. It's time to go to sleep. Oh shit. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. T-Baby. Just like the hangouts, the Friday night basketball, 2K, sleepovers, my house, your house. It's crazy.
Another memory I have with Kev is we were in homeroom, and Kev was sitting in front of me. His assigned seat was in front of me, and he was fucking with me, and he stole my pencil. And I was pissed because that was my only pencil. Like, I could see him just running away with it, and I wouldn't have a pencil for the day. So I was a little ticked off. So I pulled the back of his hair, and until he would give it back, but I kept doing it, and then he turns around and is like, "What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck?" And then Mr. Lee was like, "Okay, that was one too many times. Like, you get detention today."
Real quick. The story when I was like 4 years old, and I would like go up to see you guys in New York every once in a while, and like when I would be back home at my parents' house, I would, you know, when you had a bad dream and you like go to your parents' bed and just sleep with them the rest of the night, like those nights would happen, I would like be in my mom and dad's bed and like trying to forget the scary dream or whatever, and I would always just think about hanging out with Kevin because he was the man and like my best friend, and it was always like that up until now. Hanging out with you guys is we're brothers, and it's it's amazing.
My favorite memory with Kristen.
My favorite memory is when
Kristen is just like the best type of weird in a person.
we even traipsed it around Burberry and Ferragamo.
It's definitely second shift at DHL, so I feel like that's where we first met, and we would eat lunch together from 9 to 9:30 every single day, and we would always like split our lunches, like I'd bring her things or she'd bring me things, and yeah, we had such a good time. I mean, second shift was hard, but I think that she was definitely the highlight for me.
My favorite memory is when we went to Vegas together for the International Building Show, and we had a really nice dinner at the top of like our hotel, the Sphere, and the food was amazing, and we couldn't finish all of it, so we took it with us, and there was no microwave, so we literally tried to steam it with our steamer in the bathroom, and then we literally carted it around Vegas for a day looking for a restaurant that would let us use a microwave, and no one would.
I think my favorite thing that Kristen's ever done is our old manager, Brody. We were trying to like guess his like middle name for some reason, and he like would never tell us what his middle name was, and he was like, it begins with a V, but I'm not going to tell you what, and his name is Broderick, which is such like a, sorry Brody, but your name's like really, you're never going to see this, but I'm really sorry, it's a horrible name. But I had to get like something approved for like my like finance like SAP report one time, and it said like Broderick Van Slyke Gould approved this, and we were like, oh, we just struck upon gold. Like, are you kidding me? Like, this is perfect. So we were like, okay. So she plotted how to like tell him that. So we were like sitting there, and she's like, why won't you tell us your middle name? And he's like, it begins with a V, but I'm not saying. And then she like went through some V names, and then she was like, what about Van Slyke? And everyone laughed, and it was just so funny, like the way she told the story and the way she went about it. And yeah, now we just call him Van Slyke, and I always think about that memory of her like trying to guess it and bring it up. It's so funny. So, yeah.
Shower time. And pizza. And pizza. Then pizza. More pizza. More pizza. Cheesy bread. Cheesy bread. Bongos and guitar.
Favorite memory with Kevin and Kristen is
Favorite memory with Kevin and Kristen.
Favorite memory with Kevin and Kristen.
My favorite memories of Kevin and Kristen, hanging out with both of them together.
Shit. I mean, again, there's a lot. Kev's birthday was sick. Career always seems to put together a sick weekend, sick night. So, a lot of different things that we've done. Yeah, so I think the first like huge memory was Kev's birthday. At that table, the hotel, the rooftop.
Yeah, I think like, you know, I got introduced to Kevin through Kristen, and like Kristen is just like the best type of weird in a person, and I feel like I like appreciate her weirdness so much. And then I got introduced to Kevin, and I went over for like movie night one time. I think we watched some sort of like Marvel movie, and I had such a bad week. And Kevin like bought me dinner and paid for my dinner for me, and the three of us just sat there and like it was so sweet. I like just met him and he like bought me dinner and like made my week so much better. And the three of them, or the two of us, the three of us and the two of them were just so like fun to hang out with and just brightened my week. And they introduced me to panini yoga, and that was the first time he bought me panini yoga. And now that's one of my favorite restaurants. So, but yeah, I think like they complement each other so well, and like I just love their weirdness together.
My favorite memory of Kristen and Kev is seeing Polyphia. My first concert with them was pretty sick.
We do a lot of shit together, the three of us. What did we do recently that was kind of interesting? Actually, I love that we recently we went and saw the Bob Marley movie, but then your dad and Kev went to a movie a couple weeks later, and I mentioned jokingly to get me popcorn, and he came home like a 20-pound bag with like a 20-pound little thing of butter to squirt it on, and we all ate it for like the whole week.
One of my favorite memories, before I moved, we would always like hang out and get together, do like movie nights and stuff. And I remember there was this one night where Kristen told me to come over and we're gonna do masks, like mud masks and stuff. So I came over, we got it rolling. We were all dying laughing, especially with Kev and the mask that he had on. But that is one of my favorite memories, is doing masks with Kev and Kristen, watching movies.
Like I'm friends.
Yeah.
I spent like the last 3 New Year's Eves with them, and we always have the most fun nights of the year. And the first time, I think it was like maybe one of the first or second years they were dating, and Kristen brings this up all the time, and I didn't mean it in a bad way, but I like joked how they were codependent, because we were at a very crowded bar and Kristen was like, where's Kevin? And because it was like a minute before midnight and I didn't realize that. and they locked eyes from like across the room and like ran to each other and got the kiss in right at midnight. And it was one of the most romantic things ever. But we always have such a fun time. That's kind of like, it's becoming like a tradition, New Year's Eve, hanging out with Kevin and Kristen, and we always do it big.
Today, water rafting.
Go. Oh. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, baby. Don't stand. That's cool. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Thank you. You're a beast. Woo.
I feel like whatever I say isn't going to be good enough, so I don't know if I want to answer anything.
They're just so close and so perfect for each other that, I don't know, it's just like everything that they do together is just, I don't know, it's just a good thing to be a part of.
I think just their patience together. It seems like they seem to always like. There doesn't seem to be like any negative energy around Kevin, Kristen. So it's pleasant. It's refreshing. Seeing fresh love. I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's refreshing.
It's refreshing.
It is. It's refreshing. It's, just, I don't know.
You don't always
like,
see that.
No, you don't. Some love is outward, some is inward. It's just, yeah, I don't know. It's infectious. Good job, guys.
Yeah, I think like what I was saying before, like I'm a really weird person, so like I appreciate when other people are really weird, and so like I mean this in the best way possible, but like when she introduced me to Kevin, and I was like, okay, cool, like they're cute together. And then the more I got to know Kevin, I was like, oh wow, like their weirdness just matches so perfectly together, and like they just vibe so well, and it's so endearing to see.
They are very charismatic, and they both build each other up, and they never say like a bad word about the other. They're like the perfect team.
The thing I admire most about Kevin and Kristen is how it's so easy to tell that they're best friends, and that's something I would look for in a partner. It's you can tell that those are the best kind of connections with someone that you could have, and it's really special to see Kevin have that with Kristen.
Coming from me? Oh God, what do I know about marriage?
Stay living in the moment and take every day as a new opportunity to be together and just be happy being in each other's presence.
Have fun on your honeymoon, that's for damn sure. Leave it all out there.
You should make a lot of memories and document them the best you can, and it'll be something you guys will look back on as you get older.
In the first year of marriage, Kevin and Kristen they're gonna have a lot going on. I know with work and everything, and just like post wedding, all the craziness that happens. But I hope in the first year of marriage, Kevin and Kristen can just like really take some time and just be with themselves and just hang out together and not worry about all the things they have to do, because we're still young. We're in our 20s, early 30s, and there's a lot we have to do. But at the same time, just enjoy the year together. Like a full year honeymoon.
I heard people upstairs saying, always like have a kiss goodnight, which I think is really sweet.
I don't have any advice for Kevin, Kristen. You guys are gonna kill it, and I'm excited to just see how the journey evolves for you guys. You're the best.
Be patient with each other. Keep things freaky. No. Strike that from the record.
Nah, dude,
Strike that from the record.